All right, so we have another week one rematch coming up here, and this is AI versus Moldy Milkers. So the last time these two teams faced off, AI won 3-1. Moldy Milkers were only able to take off one map from AI. However, as the season has gone on, Moldy Milkers have looked stronger in like the majority of their matches than AI. It's just like this matchup seems to heavily favor AI. We're going to see if that continues today. There were some buffs for Roadhog, so I'm wondering if that has changed anything. I believe Torbjorn has received some nerfs too overall in Overwatch, so that might be altering things a little bit here. However, two of the top teams from Never Back Down are clashing here today. They might see each other again in playoffs. Remains to be seen. But these are two, they're both locked in. It's just a matter of seeding. And it could really matter which teams face which teams in Overbots. As we've seen through this league, there are teams who will beat one team handily and then lose to a team that beat the team they just beat. Like a team that team beat. Like there's like rock, paper, scissors. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Okay. There's like a rock, paper, scissors thing going on. So like a team will beat a team that another team lost to that beat them in the most wordy and confusing way I can say that. Okay. However, last time AI and Moldy Milkers matched up, it was AI coming out on top. So I almost expect that to repeat just because Overbots don't seem to change too much. It was a 3-1, so Moldy Milkers are able to take a map off of AI. It's just a matter of can they take more than one off. Alright, here we go. This is going to be a very interesting one. Two top teams from Never Back Down vying for that number one seed. They're both in the hunt. I think they're both tied right now, actually. Let me go look at my schedule again, or standings. Okay, no. Yeah, no, Moldy Milkers hold the lead at the moment. So AI is going to try to run it back here, and looks like a pretty good fight from both of these squads trading here. However, Torb able to pick up another kill before that Mei goes down is going to probably result in an AI teamfight victory here. Proving that yes, when these two teams do face off, it looks like it's all AI. Even though Moldy Milkers do match up well against most of the other teams in this league, AI is just their kryptonite. So if you are Moldy Milkers, you really don't want to see this team in playoffs. So far, the only team you have lost to in Overbot. You have beat every other team, I believe, in that you've faced. You beat Rush Hour. You have beat Notif Unks. You've beat Logie Swords. You've beat all the threats from the Get Good division. This is the team that you don't want to face up against in tournament play, as they are proving once again why that is right here, right now. So just Rom alive on this point, but he will be dealt with by the Mei. Yeah, I just proven once again why they are a force to be reckoned with. They did just come off a loss against Notif Unks, very unexpected loss. However, they are proven that they still contend with this Moldy Milker squad and still almost outright counter them just because it's like all damage versus all... Oh, Torb's going to get himself killed. That is not a good start. So, it looks like Moldy Milkers are going to have a chance at this fight here. However, it's immediately traded out, and Bastion just putting in work. However, he's going to fall. So this is very likely going to be a team fight victory for Moldy Milkers. They do have that sustained advantage on this point. Only Mei is left, so they will eventually push through. Took them a couple of fights, though, to get the job done. Okay, Mei's going to come in for a little bit of a contest here. I think she's just going to die, though. A wall comes through, just Doom. Here comes the recontest. Do we see the beat here is what I'm curious. No, we do not. Okay. So, they are able to get themselves another fight, AI, but too little too late will result in a Moldy Milkers team fight victory and a point take. A lot of ults online for both teams. Got a full stack on each side, essentially. Just a little bit more to go for that Torb and Kiri and Rom, but they will have their ults for this next fight. It's just a matter of if they will use them. Bastion going to have that Mortar Fire, see if that gets any value, as well as the beat. Bastion going to get in early and killed. That is not good for AI. He is your primary source of damage, and what helps you deal with a lot of these tanky compositions. So that will result in an AI loss. Moldy Milkers will continue pushing this payload. They are currently top dogs in this league. Triple tank composition has been working out wonders for them. So, Bastion falling first, if you are AI, is never a good sign. It's going to actually be able to wall off too. Can they get this hog? No, they will not. Wow. Okay. Looks like Moldy Milkers are going to be able to continue pushing through Blizzworld. They're going to have quite a time bank going here. Lucio not spawning in time either. Means he will be split spawn off from his team. No ults coming out from either side yet. Fortunately, you are down in this fight just to begin with naturally. The beat does come out. Only going to pick up the Mei. Doom getting 2 with the big slam. And the Rom ult coming out as well. So we see like almost everything popped on the side of AI. And they're still not able to win a fight here. Not looking good at all. Especially since beforehand you had mashed up quite well against this team. Like I said, you did 3-1 them in the first week of Overbots. So far it's looking very different here on Blizzworld. This map could very easily go the way of Moldy Milkers here. Bastion gonna come in alone. He is gonna get fried. Torbjorn's gonna be pushing up. Lucia's gonna go down. So that is looking like it's going to be a massive time bank coming through here for Moldy Milkers, as they got a little bit held up on the first point, but ever since that, it has been all Moldy Milkers. Haven't stopped too much past that point. A lot of staggering coming in from AI. Bastion's going to be in his special form of death. If he could focus this Roadhog, they might have a chance, but he's not. And wow, that's just going to be it, isn't it? Kiri going to fall down here. Okay, so looks like AI's putting that together something here. Doomfist still alive. Gotta watch out for him contesting this point. Is half on this payload. AI coming out to contest. They are getting the Doom low, and he does eventually fall. Just the Roadhog coming back now. He's going to get shredded. More than likely, I think. Unfortunately for Moldy Milkers, you do have your Kryptonite in your division. Which means they are here to take wins off of you. As you can see, they can handle these triple tanks quite well with how much damage they have. He's going to stay alive on this point. Rom's getting kited away. Very close. There is still a chance that we see a full take here. Haven't seen the Hog ult come out. Rom goes down though. Bastion just putting in work here on this final point. These chokes getting ever increasingly difficult to push through against AI. Roadhog's going to feed in here again. It seems like there's so much staggering going on for Moldy Milkers. And Doomfist is going to fall here. This is pretty much what we almost expect from this matchup. If anything, I thought it would be a little bit more one-sided in AI's favor. I thought they would maybe full hold on that first point, just because of how interesting of a matchup this is. It's just like all damage versus all like sustain, all tankiness, and the damage usually comes out on top in that situation. However, the all tankiness seems to be better overall in the league. Seem to be able to pick up more wins against more well-crafted teams, or not more well-crafted teams, but more less min-maxed teams. Both of these teams going to be in the playoffs. Each of those games will be best of 7 sets instead of best of 4. Or best of 5, technically speaking. Best of 5. As we have seen in the past, there are some rock, paper, scissors things going at play here. Like AI, for instance, Rush Hour beat AI. AI beat Moldy Milkers. Moldy Milkers beat Rush Hour. As you can see, that is a like very direct comparison of a rock, paper, scissors matchup, which will come into a huge effect in playoffs, considering most of the teams are in some sort of rock, paper, scissors circle. So it is going to come down a lot to seeding who you're facing in the first match and who you end up facing in losers. Alright, here we go. Roadhog getting very low. He's going to go down. Ramatra, 1 HP is going to fall. Doomfist, half HP, going to go down. And very, very fast point take here for AI. Quicker than Moldy Milkers were. I could very well see them full pushing this map. Just proving why they are... Why they have an advantage in this matchup. And they might even take away the 1 seed again. They might take that back. Which, if they do take back the first seed, I think they'll either be playing, well, No Diff Unks if they make it in, which actually you might want to be the 2nd seed at that point, or Logie Swords, which I believe they can beat Logie Swords. So one of those two squads for AI. May just killed Kiri, so a trade's happening here. It's going to favor AI a little bit as they are up 1. Just got the Hog and the Rom to deal with here now. Rom's going to pop his tanky form. However, I think he's just going to fall. Only Roadhog left on this point now. Going down to half HP very quickly. He's going to pop that healing. But Torbjorn will eventually deal with him. And so Moldy Milkers will eventually fall. AI is going to continue pushing this cart. It is very hard to remove Moldy Milkers from points. In Overbots. However, when you're AI, you have so much damage. Probably one of the best suited teams to deal with Moldy Milkers. Not too many other teams can deal with Moldy Milkers, actually. As we have seen throughout the league. Lucio's going to fall down here. Kiri's getting very low. However, she is able to sustain. Lucio's going to be the first of all. May's going to go down next. Kiri's so low, but manages to live. Bastion's going to come in and die. Very good hold for Moldy Milkers. Hold we didn't quite see from AI on the 2nd point here, so this is a good start. If you want to get something going, gotta stall out some time. Try to keep AI from capping all of Blizz World. Because if AI does that, you're going to be in a rough spot. This seems like a very winnable map for Moldy Milkers. This is one you want to pick up, as you typically have the disadvantage in the series. Okay, here comes the Bastion form. Does shred through that Doomfist, and the Ramatra is going to fall next. Only Kiri and Hog left, and they're gonna crumble. The damage of AI is just so lethal. We are searching for another coach for this squad for the next season. So if you have any friends who have an interest in Overbots, feel free to message me. Rebrand AI to a new team name. Roadhog going in. Torb's going to find that Kiri at the very beginning. Roadhog's gonna go down next. And AI just doing what they do best, shredding through Moldy Milkers. It's gonna result in that Doom falling. So the triple DPS comp, proving why it is kind of superior at times to this triple tank setup. However, very much so is matchup dependent, and it seems like 3 DPS tend to shred 3 tank setups. I don't think we have any other 3 DPS setups in Overbots. Okay, Kiri's going to go down. Lucio managing to pick up that kill. However, Lucio's going to be the next to fall. This Rom ult is coming in huge. 2-for-2 trade, and it'll eventually result in AI being at the brunt end of this. Bastion's probably going to fall here, unless he gets this Doom. Nope, he will fall to the Doom in the back room. So AI looking to regroup here with that Lucio. A couple more engagements left, and they can take this first map. There's very winnable here for AI. Moldy Milkers have a chance to fully hold this, but it's going to create... They're going to have to work very hard for it. Okay, here comes the Lucio, and oh my word, Bastion just does so much damage. Doom gonna fall here. Roadhog alive, but he is low. He's getting down to 1 HP. See, there are a few teams in the Get Good division that deal pretty handily with this AI roster. As we saw, both Rush Hour and No Diff Unks deal with them. Logie Sword's not able to quite get the job done. I'm gonna fall here. However, it seems like Moldy Milkers might be able to win this map. Just gonna need to hold out a little bit longer here. Torb still alive on the outside looking in. He probably will fall here. He's doing his best to stay alive though. I don't know if it's a great idea. He's gonna start pushing this payload. Does 1v1 the Hog. And he will eventually go down. So now the problem becomes, do you just stagger here if you're AI? Well, Doomfist going down is a good start. Kiri very low. Rom even lower. And wow, okay, AI will eventually just push through this despite looking like what was a lost fight. Torb just staying in there, getting the Hog, resulting in an AI map 1 completion and victory. Proving why this team matches up so well against one of the top teams in this league. AI also one of the top teams in the league, so it makes sense. But this matchup just seems to heavily favor AI. Clash of the Titans here today. Going to Petra, so a deathmatch map. I think this is even worse for Moldy Milkers. Haven't seen deathmatch for a little bit. It'll be nice to get this brushed off and ready. Very chaotic, hard to watch sometimes. We'll try to just follow around a couple people here. So I'm going to follow around this Lucio for a bit. I'm going to find the whole enemy team. Not ideal if you're Lucio. However, Bastion's coming in. Okay, I don't need to follow the Lucio anymore. Bastion able to get some trades. So a 2-for-2 trade starting at the very beginning of this one. Torp's going to fall though. So Moldy Milkers in a little bit of a lead here to start. That's where you want to be. May's going to Ice Cube herself. See if she gets punished for this or not. She is going to wall off the Ramatra. Hog getting kind of low here, so May will actually be able to win that with her Lucio coming to aid. And she's now fighting this Rom with the Lucio, and I think Rom is going to fall too. So, good team fight victory there for... Oh, 2 people are going to fall off the map. Will result in no kills coming for either team because of how killing yourself works. So it's just basically a non-factor is what happened right there. Okay. Doom. Ooh, Hog's gonna get melted here. He has all 4 members of AI looking at him, and under that scrutiny, you are going to fall. Here comes the Ramatra. AI just doing a very good job. However, it's very close. May's in there all alone. She did wall off this Doom, but it's not gonna last forever. May's probably gonna fall here. She does. So now 66. Very good here for Moldy Milkers. Staying close with this AI squad, despite... Oh, okay. Well, now it's 8-6, and it could very soon flip to 10-6. Yep. It could very quickly turn to 10-6, like I said. Okay, so... Sorry. A little bit of a caster curse there for Moldy Milkers. As Doomfist comes in on this Bastion, he is just going to get shredded. Absolutely melted, and we are a fourth of the way done with this map. Ramatra coming in onto the three members of AI all alone is not a very smart plan, as he's going to fall to this turret. Yeah, the turret and the Torb. Turret trying to deal with Kiri now. Comes the Mei ultimate. It is going to catch this Roadhog, and Roadhog's going to fall here, as well as Kiri, and this is 14-6. It is looking like a massacre here on Petra. AI showing why they are a force to be reckoned with. My Moldy Milkers just don't quite have the matchup advantage in this one, even with those Roadhog buffs. Roadhog getting down to half HP. Here comes the Torb ultimate. The lava is all over the place, and everyone dying, cutting off half of the kills for Moldy Milkers in a tragic display. As the map falls apart around them. So now you're even in a deeper hole. On the other side, AI did lose one kill, but oh, that is tragic. Here comes the Bastion and the Kiri, or not the Bastion, the Roadhog and the Kiri ult, but Bastion just putting in so much work, and this is looking even more dominant for AI now after that hilarious misstep on the side of Moldy Milkers. Kiri going in, he's going to get very low. Doomfist is going to fall. Kiri and Lucio are going to fall quickly after. However, here comes the Ramatra ult. Can he get any value with this? 5 kills, but man, it's just so far in favor of AI now after that misplay. Mei, half HP in a dream. She will finish off that ROM. And this is looking all AI. As this matchup did look the first time, I can't remember what map Moldy Milkers took off of AI, but you wanna go to whatever map type that was. Kiri gonna fight this Lucio. Secluded 1v1 at the moment, but it looks like Bastion's gonna come to the aid. Oh, Kiri diffing the Lucio in that 1v1. So despite her team struggling, is able to pick up that 1v1 victory. It looks like Torb probably will fall here. Yep. So a couple picks going the way of Moldy Milkers, what you want to see. Doomfist sustaining through that damage, actually able to get another one. So you would like to have those 3 kills back and at least have 11 right now, but unfortunately those kills just not go your way. This looks like the Mei could die. Oh, Doomfist actually going down because of the Lucio being there too. Very chaotic fight to watch, and it looks like even so, AI is still just dominating this Moldy Milkers roster. Matra fighting this Mei. Probably gonna fall very quickly though. Matra very low in this corner. He will eventually fall to the Bastion. Torb gonna go down to Doom. Doomfist is going to kill himself, which is going to sacrifice a kill, unfortunately. So this is already only 10 kills away. Looking like an AI 2-0 lead here. Unless Moldy Milkers put together something absolutely beautiful. Bastion in his form. He is going to shred through this Doomfist health bar very quickly. Only 8 kills left. Bastion fighting the ROM 1v1. Well, 2, well, 3. Actually, it's 4v1. Never mind. He will eventually probably fall. Comes the Mei ult. It's actually pretty fat. Never mind. It didn't get anything. Wait, what? Oh, I guess the LOS probably messed it up. Doomfist in the back on this Mei, but you're already only 6 kills away if you're AI, and this one's pretty much a go next here if you are Moldy Milkers. 4 kills remaining. All AI is going to need to go up 2-0 in this series. ROM getting very low, going to fall. Only 3 kills remain here for AI. Here comes that Kiri ult. However, not able to find like any kills with it. Doom gonna fall in a trade. Only 2 kills remain here for AI. Okay, so eventually they do win that fight, but only 2 kills necessary now for AI, and it's hard to see them not getting 2 kills before 37 kills come in, or not 37, 27 kills come in for Moldy Milkers. Oh, that's a big boop here from the Bastion. Only 1 kill remaining for AI. Can they get it? It's probably going to be this Roadhog. It will be. And that is it. AI going up 2-0 on Petra. Very dominant fashion on this deathmatch. If you get another deathmatch, it's probably just curtains, but we will see on the next map. Horizon Lunar Colony, so we will be going to another deathmatch here. We have not, I don't think we've seen this map. This is a 2CP map. Was converted into deathmatch. So if you're Moldy Milkers, this is really rough. Going back-to-back deathmatch makes this more than likely a 3-0. Unless you put something absolutely immaculate together here. Which does actually mean that AI will be taking back that first seed from Moldy Milkers, as the 3 maps will flip them in the standings. So they're both going to be 6-2 after this one. And Artificial and Elegance will have a plus 13 map differential, and Moldy Milkers will have a plus 12 map differential. So a 1 map difference will separate these squads, more than likely, because I believe AI should win this map. We'll see, though. There's nothing really to fall off of, like on that the last map. So, Doomfist already going down here. Not a great sign if you're Moldy Milkers. Kiri and Hog and Ramatra very quick to follow. And this is already a 4-0 lead for the Torb squad. Got some spawns. Someone spawned in space. The Hog spawned out in space. Alright. Doomfist going to be in here. The turret going to be shredding him. He is going to fall to that Torb. And wow, that's 3 more kills coming in very quickly for AI. And man, this is just brutal. This is absolutely brutal. AI proving why they are a force to be reckoned with right here. Going to be snatching back that #1 seed from Moldy Milkers. More than likely, they will keep it till the end of the season too. So Doomfist absolutely shredding through that. Oh my word. They're gonna get hooked, but she does use that thing. So only 1 kill so far, 1-10 already. This is not looking ideal if you are Moldy Milkers. Ramatra gonna go down here in 11-1, a 10-point differential. Kiri's probably gonna fall here. Yep. Doomfist just continue walking into this wall. Doomfist gonna fall next, and man, this is brutal display coming out from AI. Proving why if your team is not good against this squad, they get annihilated. Only a few teams in the league are very good against this Bastion Torb squad, and most of them are in get good. So very rough for the Moldy Milkers. Very rough for the Never Back Down division, as this is a team to be reckoned with. A team without a coach, mind you, dominating Never Back Down. Rom getting very low. Will survive through. Kiri gonna fall. Doom coming back. Alright, Torb and Lucio just fighting over here. So 2 kills coming in. Another kill coming in for Moldy Milkers. So they're making a little bit of a comeback here, but they under the scrutiny of the Bastion fire right now, but it didn't actually find any kills. Doomfist getting very low. Will be traded eventually. However, 6 kills are coming out from Moldy Milkers, so a little bit of signs of life coming out from this squad, but AI is just in such a big lead already. It's going to be hard to overcome this. Even with this momentum shift from Moldy Milkers, I'm not sure if they can bring it all the way back. It's possible. Bastion is 1v1ing the Doom, and that's not a good matchup for Doom. Yep. Mei gonna get surrounded here. Probably gonna die. She does pop the ult, though. Gets 2. However, not able to find any kills. Oh, no, Kiri goes down. That wasn't from the Mei ult, though. It's just from the Bastion ult alone. So 23-9. Bastion getting hounded in the corner. He's actually going to fall before he can take out that ROM. Here comes the lava. Not sure exactly where it's going. Trying to force out that Kiri. He does eventually fall to the ROM, though. Some trades coming through. 25 kills out of the way here, so only 15 remain. However, Moldy Milker's coming back a little bit in this one. As Rom eventually just punches through them all. Bastion is still alive here. So, gonna need quite the big comeback here, but you are only 9 points in the hole now. Had started this comeback for a while. There's only been like 2 kills coming through from AI since Moldy Milkers have started this comeback. So 8 kills in the hole now. Can Moldy Milkers run this back? That would be a crazy sight to see. Doom on this Mei in the back corner. Bastion fighting this Hog. Won't be able to finish it. Oh, he's going on that Kiri. Oh my word, Kiri got absolutely shredded. Hog fighting both the Torb and the Bastion. Mei's going to fall way back there. Good pick for Moldy Milkers. 7-point differential turned into an 8. He's going to get on this Torb here. They ult from Rom coming through, so now it's only a 7-point difference. Make that a 6. They're trying to run this back here. It's possible. It is looking mighty possible now. Mei's going to get hooked. However, she does pop that ice cube, and too many people are focusing on her despite not even being in the fight. She will wall off that Doom. However, now it's only a 4-point difference. Moldy Milkers are putting in some work here. Bastion all alone. He's going to fall. Oh, no, he just get the Hog, though, so he trades it. So it's going to maintain at a 4-point lead. Torb going to pop that overload. Probably just going to die here, though, as he is in the middle. Oh, wow, he got that health pack. Uh-oh. He did get the health pack. Doom is getting low, and Doom is going to fall. Here comes some ults, though. It's a 3-point difference now. Moldy Milkers are indeed fighting this back, and they're actually kind of just dominating AI. And now it's only a 1-point difference. This is very doable. So what I assume to be a 3-0 on these deathmatch archetypes is quickly changing momentum here in favor of Moldy Milkers. You gotta love it, because now they have the lead. A 1-point lead. They just went from like being down like 20. Okay. So they're trading some kills here. AI fighting back a little bit. Here comes the Mei ult. It is pretty fat. It gets both Kiri and Doom. And the lead might be taken back right here. It will be. 8 points left for AI. They let them back in, but now they're fighting. Oh my word, this is a close one. Hog's probably going to go down here. And this is looking like once you gain control over this area, looks like you start to just dominate. Doomfist's going to go down. Mei actually playing that high ground. Gonna find that Kiri. Rom very low. Only 3 kills remain to secure this 3-0. And wow, Moldy Milkers did make that one close. They came back from a huge deficit. However, they weren't able to push it over the line. And now it looks like maybe, just maybe, AI are going to secure this 3-0. 1 kill. 2 kills remaining here for AI. Can they pick them up? Lucio going to get jumped on by this Doom. Kiri's going to go very low and fall. Only 1 kill remaining now. It is probably going to be this Roadhog. Roadhog about to fall, and that will be it. A 3-0 secured for AI. Moldy Milkers made it very close at the end there, but just not quite enough work, and that does mean AI is going to take back the lead in their division. With a one map difference in these two teams. AI holding the advantage in the match, the head-to-head matchup, is also a very strong place to be with teams so evenly matched. And we will be heading to our next week of Overbots. I'm kind of late, so I'm just gonna do it this week. I'm just gonna do this week like right now, right after I'm done with this. So I'm just gonna be going into the next match after this one. But yeah, AI looking very strong against Moldy Milkers, proving why. Yes, even though they do lose to some teams, they are very dominant when they are good.